Sam thinks that this incident is related to Mary staying in the cave for 20 minutes at night. They talk about what happened for about 10 minutes. Sam tells Matt about what happened in the cave on Friday night, a meal they cooked and ate in the kitchen on Friday night, and the time they spent in the room at the same time. Afterwards, when they go downstairs, they point out that although not much time has passed, it is morning and the weekend has actually passed, and tells Matt they have come to the moment there. Matt, still in disbelief, "That's a good story. You need to write about this somewhere, my friend. There was a part of your story that caught my attention, the part where you prepared dinner. The food left over from dinner must be something delicious."
But before Matt goes to kitchen, Matt sees he is going to whiskey cabin in the living room. He was singing that Japanese song while he was going for a whiskey. And when Sam sees Matt, he's trying to get a bottle of whiskey. He was like, "Matt, just stop it, bro. They're my mothers. You know that. You're not allowed to do it. You're just so protective over these bottles. I hate it."
Matt says and heads towards the kitchen, Mary sitting next to Sam, while they both suggest to each other that there is something wrong here. Sam speaks. "Maybe we should stick together," he says and calls out to Matt. There is no response. When they go to see Matt, they see through the kitchen. They open the door to the backyard and see Matt sitting on a chair right in front of the tree. They approach him by walking slowly. They see that Matt is a young adult. When Matt sees Sam and Mary, he breaks down and starts crying. "Speak. I've been here alone for too long." Sam and Mary cannot hide their surprise and ask what happened. Sam says, "You were only gone for about 30 seconds, buddy." Matt says, "You were right about the incident you described. Something must have happened in that cave, and Mary must have been affected by the situation. When I went to the kitchen to get something to eat, I asked you guys if you wanted a snack. I raised my voice even, thinking you couldn't hear me. When I didn't get an answer, I came back to you, and what I saw shocked me. Neither you were in the living room, nor was it a beautiful summer morning outside. It was rainy and stormy. I went back to the kitchen. I went to the garden. There was no trace of that beautiful, warm, sweaty, blowing Monday morning of 2024. While the lightning was flashing, I thought that what I saw was not real, and that maybe I was dreaming because I had not eaten enough in the morning. So, I went back to the kitchen and closed the backyard. This time felt like it wasn't my time. A few days passed, and weather conditions returned to normal. The sudden change of weather and the fact that I couldn't find you showed me that I should believe the story you told me. I went to the garden. I thought about climbing over the garden wall and jumping to the other side. But when I thought that even changing rooms made such a change in time, I gave up my decision. I was trapped in this house. Even though Sam and Mary couldn't understand why these things happened in about 30 seconds, it was impossible for them not to say that Matt looks older from them. They decided to think about this issue. Time flowed differently between rooms. Sam turns to Mary. When we came downstairs to this Friday night, we realized that 1 hour had actually been 60 hours when Matt knocked on the door. Sam adds, while 2.5 days have passed for Matt and the others out here, only 1 hour passed for us. Mary says, yes, it is difficult to make a production for this. What I don't understand is that when Matt first went to the kitchen and came to the living room to check on us, if time really flies in the kitchen, why didn't he find us in the living room? If we came to the kitchen after about 30 seconds and found Matt here, Sam tells, there are few possibilities here. Firstly, When he goes from being in the kitchen to the living room, he comes to a time before us. That is, he goes to a past time. The second possibility, and the worst one, is that it goes to an even later date. Because, in theory, we should be able to go back from now. If we can only move forward, that would be a very bad situation. Sam tells, and from here it gets even more complicated, because he went back to the kitchen. From the moment we went down from our room to the living room, where we actually spent 60 hours, he went to the kitchen and spent A plus A times B time. And when he checked the living room again, this created the possibility of A plus A times B, and Matt chimes in. I thought so too, but I have had too much time to think about it in the years I have spent here. I took out all the possibilities and eliminated the one you are considering. As for the reason, when I go to the kitchen, we do not know whether it is A plus A times B or not, because it may also be A minus A times B.